Looking back at 2022, there was a lot of highs and there was a lot of lows for our community as well as the Gazette photo staff.
And I experienced a lot, as we all always do here. I mean, it's kind of just nonstop for us, and 2022 is no different. And we covered, I think, a lot of really important things in our community this year, from like the best to the worst.
I think what I like most about working for the Gazette is basically documenting our community. I mean, it's been 24 years since I've been here, just this month, and I've seen a lot of changes, but it really is the people what inspires myself and I think all the other photographers at the Gazette.
The river project was kind of a cool thing for me to work on because I've always wanted to do an environmental project. One of my favorite moments was I was reporting in Lake Powell. Our boat guide talked Skyler and I into actually jumping into the water fully clothed. He was like, you can't report on this if you haven't fully experienced the lake, and you're not going to fully experience the lake until you jump in. And so just kind of getting to like experience the thing we're reporting on in a different way, and in a way that like the people that would actually come to recreate there experience it.
I think one of the more highlights of the year in itself must have been following the avalanche through the Stanley Cup and to the win and the celebration afterwards. It was a good experience. And then we had the celebration back in Denver on the parade, and there was, I don't know, I can't remember how many people, but it was probably close to 1 million people out around the streets. Personally, I think some of the hardest things we did throughout the year was cover another mass shooting, the Club Q.
Part of what makes a really good photographer is being able to like kind of feel the emotions around you, and I think we take on a lot of the things that we see, and I definitely experienced that, and it was like a very heavy thing to have to cover. So I feel like in those moments, like I was constantly evaluating our place as journalists in this community. We had a responsibility to do it right and to do it carefully and to do it respectfully, and to be the people that like really handled it with care, and showed kind of the moments not only of like heartbreak and sadness, but also of hope and community, because this is our community.
But I don't think there's ever going to be a substitute for looking at a picture of a person who's going through something and almost looking into their eyes, and I think it just solicits empathy in a way that you just can't do it any other way. So really at the core of it, I just want photos of people that can allow readers to connect with that person and their situation and really understand what they're going through.
I've spoke at classrooms and stuff like that, and the kids always want to know who the most famous person you shot. And one of the things I always tell them is they aren't the people that I really remember the most. The people I remember the most are the little kindergartners at Will Rogers School that ran for a fundraiser around the track, and the group out at the hospice that play music to the patients. And those are the people I think that are a lot more interesting and really make you feel good about telling their story.
I'm not just going to an assignment and taking a picture. I'm going and I'm trying to learn as much as I can about that person or about that thing or about that experience. You're not going to create images that are as strong as the ones that our team creates without investing in things and investing in the assignments and investing in the people. And so I think it's really important for people to understand that aspect of our job.